Welcome to the new episode of HTML. In this session, I am going to discuss about uh, the form validation using JavaScript. So you can see this web page in which I have designed form. In this form, there is a first name, mobile number, email address. So three text box, one checkbox, one radio button with two buttons. So without entering any kind of data, I will just simply select submit button. You can see there is a alert box with message. First name must be filled out. Mobile number should be 10 digit. Mobile number must have numeric characters only. Please choose your hobby. Please choose your gender. Enter valid email address. Right. So all such validations I have applied to this form. If I'll add appropriate data in this form, so this form can be submitted. So let's see the code quickly. So I'll discuss. See, in HTML in head section there is script tag, the function validate form, right? That is the function name. The variable x which stores my form.fname.value. So the value of fname element of my form will be stored into the variable x. Then variable x len, so that stores my form dot mobile number dot value dot length. So whatever the value entered in mobile number text box, so that value's length will be stored in x len. Then variable number, right? There is a specific, uh, it's a pattern to get only the to check um, for the numeric numbers, so that this is the specific fixed pattern, right? So you can see all these symbols are fixed except 0 to 9. So by this pattern, right, it will check whether whatever the number is entered, that is within the range of 0 to 9. Similarly, if you write capital A to Z, so that becomes a capital letter pattern. Small a to z, so that becomes small a to z letters. uh, Validations, you can create a pattern, and with or symbols you can add a multiple pattern also, but it should be within the square bracket, and other symbols should be fixed, only the change in this place, right? So you have to just write if you want the further patterns, so you can write the pattern for validating a number only or text only. So different patterns you can get from the Google. See, the variable a, I have kept only the space. This will add the space because the variable becomes undefined and gives an error. So I don't want undefined value, so there should be a space at least. Then e variable, that stores the value of email address, so my form email and the value. Then the variable at post, this is for the email address variable, right? Email address, this at position and dot position I'll discuss. For checking, I'll wait. First let's see what is my form dot fname dot value, how to get. So for that, see, your form name is my form, right? And the first name input type text box is fname. So my form dot fname dot value, so whatever the value stores into the fname, that stores into the x variable. So similarly there is xlen variable which stores the value of length. Number variable, the pattern 0 to 9 number stores in this number variable. A that cap the space, E that kept the value of email address. Now variable at position, that E dot index of, so whatever the email address stored in the E variable, from that you want to find the index of at the rate, because in email address is like abc at the rate gmail.com, right? So there will be the at the rate symbol, so there should be a specific uh, position. So the position of at the rate symbol will store into the at position. Dot position, that e dot last index of, right? So index of that counts from the left hand side, and last index of counts the index from the right hand side. So that will store the position of the dot symbol, right, into the dot position. The at pose and dot pose, the reason to give the name like that, that is the at the rate position and dot position, right? So that is the short form at pose dot pose, position of at the rate, position of dot symbol. Then the variable, see, after declaring the variable, the one by one logic to apply the validation, let's see. So the first variable for x, for the first name, so if x equals to null or x equals to empty, right? So a plus equals to, so what is a in a there is only space, so using plus equals to operator you can add the message, that is first name must be filled out and with slash n, so the next comment will display in the new line, right? I'll show you. See, if I'll submit, first name must be filled out, so next comment, the next error, that is in next line only, that is why slash n. Then the next we have xlen. If xlen is less than 10 or greater than 10, so it gives you the error message that mobile number should be 10 digit. Then to match the numbers, mobile number must have numeric characters only, right? So the mobile number, see, in the if condition, myform.mobilenumber.value match is the function which match with the number variable. So in that number variable 0 to 9 number will be stored. See, this is right. So match whatever the value is in mobile text box, that match with the numbers variable. If it matches, so no need to print, but if it is not, if condition false, so it will print the mobile number must have numeric character only. Then the validation for checkbox, if my form dot hobby of index 0, because in hobby there is two checkbox, see, hobby singing and dancing, so singing index is 0, dancing index is 1. So if 0 dot checked, if that variable, that value is C, if I select this, so you won't get error. I'll submit, you won't get error in the hobby. See, there is no error for hobby checkbox, right? So if it is checked, equals to false, and one dot check equals to also false, so select your hobby. So if it is false, that means it is not checked. If it is checked, so that means true, right? But if it is not checked, so select your hobby. Same way for gender. if gender 0 dot check equals to false and gender 1 dot check equals to false, so display the message, please select your gender. Now this is for the email address validation. So the condition is fixed, right? Because there is a rules for the email address, right? So the rule for the email address is there should be a more than one character, or it may be a digit before the @ symbol, right? And between the @ and dot symbol there will be minimum 3 characters, and after dot there will be minimum 2 characters. So before @ let's say ABC, I'll write here ABC @yahoo.com, right? So this is the correct email address as per this condition, because before the email address, see, there will be 3 characters between @ and dot, right? So there will be a 5 characters, and after the dot 3 characters. So let's see, if at position is less than 1, so @ position is here is at 4, right? So it is not less than 1, it is greater than 1. So if it is less than 1, so or dot position greater than at position, so dot position less than at position plus 2. So here our at position is 2, 0 1 2 3, so 3 plus 2 is 5, and dot position is 1 2 3, right? So 3 is less than 5, no, it's false, right? So second condition is also false. Dot position plus 2, so dot position is what? Let's say again 3, so 3 plus 2 is 5. So e dot length, so total length of email address is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13. So if it is greater than or equals to position length, email address length, so if any of one condition is true, so the error message will be print. So I'll show you. See, first name, mobile number, will enter the correct 10-digit number, a dot a, and mail. Let's see, enter valid email address, only one error, right? If I'll make it abc @yahoo.co, right? So there is no error, so it will submit the data. So as per that, this abc@yahoo.com is the correct email address. So if it is not, if one of the condition is